What up, YouTube? Wanted to talk about the moment when I realized I needed to stop drinking. So I'd come to the point where drinking was becoming a big problem in my marriage. I would really just look for times to isolate where I could be by myself and just drink, where no one was clocking my beers, clocking my drinks, and I could just kind of zone out. But obviously that doesn't make me a present father or an engaged husband. So my wife had asked me to cut back quite a bit, and no matter how many times I tried, man, I must have had at least 100 different final days of drinking on my own, where I thought, hey, whenever I finish this bottle or whenever I finish this 12 pack, I'm done. But always, man, the next day I would be right back there at the liquor store loading up and saying that I was going to do the same thing that day. And it was just over and over and over and over again until finally my wife sat me down. We went to see a marriage counselor, and I was really kind of scared straight into trying to go sober. And I was able to grit my teeth and pull off about 3 months or so sobriety until my friend was having a wedding. He was getting married at an all-inclusive resort in Mexico, right? And so I told myself, like, okay, if I can get through this wedding weekend at this all-inclusive resort where everyone's going to be drinking, except for me and my wife, hopefully, then I'm going to be able to ride off into the sunset. It's like, this will be my Super Bowl. So we fly down there. The first night we get there, they have like a reception for everyone who'd come into town for the wedding. And I was fine, like there was probably 30 people in there. Most of them were drinking, but I was cool with just non-alcoholic drinks, hanging out with my wife and saying hello to old friends and all this good stuff. Then comes the next day, where it was the day of the wedding. I woke up. I had a little bit of an argument with my wife about something silly, like what we wanted to eat for breakfast. I went to the gym on the hotel property. On the way back from the gym to my room, I walked past this open bar right on the beach, tons of empty seats. The bartender's not doing anything, and it just sucked me right in, man. I sat down because I like to drink alone, right? No one's gonna be telling me how many drinks I should or shouldn't have. Ordered a Jack and Coke, drank it. Before I was done with it, he brought another one, and I just went through a few of those bad boys. By the time I stood up, I was blasted, and somehow stumbled my way over to my buddy's wedding ceremony, sat through it, then went back to the hotel and passed out. Completely missed his wedding reception, the party, the dinner, all of it. And that night when I woke up and realized what had happened, not only did I have a very upset wife in the hotel room with me, I had an immense wave of shame that I had done that, and that I truly cannot control this thing called alcohol. It's completely incomprehensible demoralization of what it's doing to my life. I didn't plan to miss the wedding. It took over and it missed the wedding for me. So after that moment, I realized I needed a serious change. I looked up some local folks who were in AA meetings, called someone who then now is my sponsor. And it's been a wonderful journey, just going through getting sober, learning about myself, learning why I make those decisions. And it is a much better life on this side. I recommend it to anyone. Stay strong, stay present, stay sober.